Narius Moloto has been appointed as the new president of the PAC. This after the party expelled its president, Luthando Mbinda, who was elected in 2015. Moloto was appointed at the party's 58th policy conference held in KwaMhlanga in Mpumalanga. The party in recent years has been faced with many challenges pertaining to leadership. Moloto will serve as the president with immediate effect. Nhlanhla Kgatlane joins us now on the line for a quick update. Very good afternoon to you, Nhlanhla. We're following this breaking news story. Won't you take us through the reasons or the main reasons for Luthando Mbinda's expulsion?
Well, good afternoon to you too, pals and viewers at home. I spoke to Narius Moloto just right now, and he told me that one of the reasons why Luthando was expelled was that because he violated the constitution. He was conducting himself as if he was the only decision maker within the party. He did not consult the NEC of the party. And also, the thing that did not really sit well with them is how he appointed some of his family members to be part of his team. But just to tell you about the environment and how the news has been welcomed here is that a very large number of PAC members have gathered here, and they all seem to concur with the very same sentiment of the NEC that, Narius Moloto should become the president of the PAC. But also interesting, the other position that will have or will see that it will have a new leader will be of the deputy president of the PAC, which is going to be now with immediate effect be held by Jones Tolo. And now the SG position, which was held by Narius Moloto, is now going to be held by Bennett Joko.
And in Nhlanhla, has there been any sort of opposition towards this new decision to appoint Narius? Are there people who are still in the Luthando Mbinda faction and are maybe unhappy with the ruling?
Not in this venue, but what we know is that Luthando was also supposed to, have his own policy conference, but he decided to postpone it to next year. And when we spoke to the leadership of the PAC, they told us that, he was expelled with immediate effect, and he was banned from using the name of the party, the logos. He can do whatever he wants, but he was returned. But remember that, pal, just to take you back a little bit, that this is not the first time that, PAC finds itself in dispute within its leadership. We know that previously they went to court, with regards to this position. But one thing that the new president told me was that this was the process whereby the party wanted to ensure that it's stable so that come 2019 elections, they are able to focus on the election and, try and regain the party's former glory and role.
And what have the PAC members come out to say it's what they're looking forward to seeing in the new leadership? What sort of changes would they like to see within the party? They want
discipline, leadership that commits to what they say and that abides by the constitution of the party. They say that they want the party to go to its former glory, and all that can be done if, PAC goes back to its roots, whereby the leaders are very disciplined, they adhere to the constitution of the party, and they listen to other members. So one thing that we noticed here is that each and every person, when interacted, each and every person who is here at this venue, concurred with the sentiment of the day. But we know that, Luthando, like I said earlier, Luthando also wanted to hold his own policy conference.
All right. Now, Nhlanhla, following the expulsion, what does that mean? Are there certain repercussions that follow the expulsion for some of the things that the former president has been accused of having done within the party?
The decision that the party has taken is that Luthando is no longer the president, he's expelled. But one thing also that they highlighted was that they have written to Parliament to make them aware of this new development. So when we asked the new president Narius Moloto that, will he be going to Parliament? He told us that no, his ambition was never to go to Parliament, but to ensure that the party is stable. But the person that will be going to replace him in Parliament will be the new SG, which is Bennett Joko.
All right, that's Nhlanhla Kgatlana coming to us from Mpumalanga on that breaking story this hour, where the PAC President Luthando Mbinda has been expelled from the party and Narius Moloto has now since been appointed.